Okay, let's get everything set up here, shall we?
Halloween, Toys R Us doesn't miss a trick, and the prices are a treat. We've got costumes for all Toys R Us kids, even grown-ups, and loads of candy, makeup, masks, and more. Toys R Us will make your Halloween supernatural.
Scared Silly, starring Ronald McDonald and the Chicken McNuggets. Ronald, nice to see you in this mess of the woods. Come on. What are you making? We're scaring up secret sauces. For eating.
Were you ready, Oz?
Let's make sauce.
Oh, well, at least I got my hair done.
I have an idea. Whoop-de-doo, McDonald's sauce. You can always count on
How you doing, Kevin? Hold on one second. Sorry, I just got the chat up. How you doing, man? Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. All right, here. Just trying to get everything situated. And let's see if that comes through for me. There we go. All right, good. Good deal. I can see the chat, which is good. Hopefully you guys can too. Is that cool? Are you guys cool with the little chat overlay being there? I'm going to put this at like 65. Dirt and chocolate and dog hair. Okay, good. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Let's change these colors a little bit because this is a little too... There we go. Make that black or purple. I don't know. There we go. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, I've been wanting to get the chats up for not that many people view on Twitch, but just in case. That way you guys can see what they're saying there. I'm going to change that to white. There we go. Cool. And then I just got to... This problem happened last time too, but for whatever reason, my camera, everything's like blue. And really, that's like so like weird. I don't know. Whoa, okay. That's not what I want. I don't know why it did that. But I'm trying to remember what I did for it last time. Okay. So how you doing other than... it looks like you're the only one on, Kevin. So how are you doing other than cleaning out that horrific car of grossness? That does not sound appealing at all. Let's do 0. What the heck did I do to white balance this sucker? That just darkens it. Yep. It's good. It's good to get in. It's very. You're right. Very intimate. This alone time. Okay, hold on. White balance. Let's see if that does it. Yep, there we go. That looks a little better, I think. It's good enough for me. Good. Hands are looking good. Everything's a go. We're ready to rock and roll. So what have you done? What have you done Halloween themed in the past week? Oh, the guinea pigs, they are good. They are running around downstairs, actually. They fight a lot, which is very difficult. I'm unsure how to get them to stop. That's, I guess, what you get when you have 3 males. They're all trying for, dominance. They all need to be the head of the pack, as it were. So it's frustrating, but they're good. I think Rocky Road hurt his mouth during a fight, so that's fun. So he might be going to the vet pretty soon. I don't know. That or else he got like a little fat lip, the goober. But yeah, they're good. They're little critters. They like to, make tons of noise and stuff like that. Depending on how loud the camera is, you guys might be able to hear them again. Like, I can't believe the camera picked up their weeping. That's awesome. All right, let me shut that down. And I want the chat up like so, and chat right there. All right, good deal. Oh, the guinea pigs. I love them, but they're goobers. This is, we have had over the years, these are our, we've had 7 guinea pigs over the years. Not all at once, but this is the most we've ever had at once at 4. And it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. But they're good little critters. You know, they do their thing. They run around. All right. I am unsure. Actually, my brother William is expecting his first baby, and the due date is Halloween night. So everything's up in the air because of that. You know what I mean? Because when they have the baby, of course, I'm going to go down. So that's pretty exciting. I'm very excited about that. If he has a Halloween baby, that kid, I am going to like just wreck that kid with Halloween goodness over the years. You know? So, that's about it. Other than that, Halloween stuff I've been doing is all this Drawlloween stuff, day in, day out, which is great, but that's pretty much it. That sucked up like all of my time. The Living Dead Fest on the next weekend, actually. Jesus. That's going to be great. Hello, Toma Alamari. How are you doing? Alamri. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If not, I apologize. How you doing today? But yeah, the Living Dead Festival is next weekend, and that's going to be just, I think, a blast to get in there and, I don't know, see Night of Living Dead stuff. go up to the cemetery. But I mean, I live so close to the Living Dead cemetery that it's like, boom, right there. But they have a lot of guests coming in who are in Day of the Dead, which is a good one. Toma, I am good. I am good. Thank you for asking. I just getting started here, getting the paper measured out, and we can get started. We're going to do some ink drawing today, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun, so I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, Kevin, yeah, William's having a kid. He lives in what the heck, North Huntington, like around that area. So close-ish, which is good. So I'm very excited about that. I already have a whole bunch of Halloween-themed books lined up to give the kid. You know, stuff I wish I was keeping. Hello, Bear. How you doing today? How are you? Alright, guys, so what I did is I've measured out here an 8x10 on my smooth Bristol board. It's harder to see, it just looks like paper, but it's a little bit thicker. As far as Inktober, I am today. We are doing an ink drawing. I do a lot of stuff with markers. Last week I did a watercolor, stuff like that. So today, it's going to be an ink drawing that we're going to get into. So, you like drawing? Good. I do too. I love drawing. So what I'm going to do, and I gave this tip last week, is I have 8x10 measured out. I'm going to measure 1/4 inch in on each side real quick. And that's going to give me like a target zone, I guess I should say. If you go out and you buy a mat from the store, like you want to frame this or mat it, the mat's only going to be 7.5 by 9.5. So you don't really want to lose any artwork, so I'm kind of giving myself a little, what would you call that, like a bleed edge, if that makes any sense. And that is what I'm doing now. And then we can get right into this. So just a little edge. Yep, Toma, I use Copics all the time, actually. That's, if you look at the other stuff on my channel, like on YouTube, the Copics, that's like, I've done like 100 videos or something. I don't know how many, but like most of them, 99% are Copics. They're great. And it is, you're right, it is super relaxing just to chill and sit. I throw on movies, you know, that I don't need to like pay attention to, like old horror movies and stuff like that. Go for it. And to answer your question, I am in the USA. I'm in the US. So that is where I'm at. The US, and I am in Pennsylvania. So, I don't know. What country are you in? Alright. How much Copics do I have? You know what? They're right here. Oh. So, that many. And these are like Prismas over here. And then I have refills and stuff as well. Oh, you're in Britain. Cool, man. Very cool. That's awesome. So yeah, that's the Copic collection as it is. I just bought a bunch before getting into the Drawlloween thing. So that was good. And I bought like 15 refills too. So that was a little rough on the old wallet, but it was well worth it, I think. Alright guys, quick question here. So this is the drawing. I don't know if I'm going to do it landscape or portrait, but do you want me to zoom the camera in closer to the work, or is this good where it's at? You guys be the judge. And Bear, definitely Copics are great. Pardon me. So Drawlloween is it's kind of like Inktober. It's a 31-day challenge where you do a drawing every day for 31 days. However, with Drawlloween, the people that's Drawlloween on Facebook, they put out a calendar, and each day it has a theme. Like, for instance, yesterday was Swamp Citizens, and the day before that was Martian Mayhem. So whatever you want to do to kind of get that prompt, that's what you do, you know. So and you could do it in any medium you want. I draw and do Copics, and I'll be inking today and stuff like that. But that's Drawlloween. So you could actually, if you wanted, you could completely cover it with Inktober as well. You could do an ink drawing every day, just as long as it's the Drawlloween prompts. And alright, yeah, let me see if I can zoom it in here. Give me just 1 second. Configure video. And here we go. We're going to zoom it in just a tiny bit. Alright, let's see if I can go. That's a little too close, I think. Let's adjust the camera itself. See if I can go out just a tiny fraction of a hair. Nope. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Bear Bear. I appreciate it. Let me see if I can crank the old handle here and zoom us out just a tiny bit. Oh, there we go. How's that look to everybody? It's a little bit closer. Hey, CJ, how you doing today, man? How are you? Okay, guys. CJ, I've been watching your videos too, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. And do I do Artmas? I am unsure what Artmas is. Is it the same kind of deal where you draw for, you know, through Christmas or something like that? Because I'd be down for that. That'd be cool. I did some Christmas horror drawings last year. Just a couple, but they were a lot of fun. Alright, so I'm going to get out some inks. Got deep red we're going to need. These are Winsor & Newton inks. Deep red. I think I'm going to go with vermilion. Definitely you're going to need this peat brown. Delightful. And I think I'm going to pop out the yellow for now. So that's it. Purple, green, and blue we're going to leave in for the time being. Drawing a Christmas picture every day? Yeah, I'd definitely be into that. I think that would be a blast. Okay, that's only 25 days. I think just based on my own schedule, that would be incredibly hard to make videos every day. I definitely do the live streams, but I'd love to do something like that because I love Christmas. It's my fourth favorite holiday. So good stuff. Alright guys, just to get started here, we're doing Real Monsters, R-E-E-L. So what I'm going to do, I was talking with a friend last night, is we're going to do a like evil, haunted, monstrous film projector. You know, I like to think of old movies, like old horror movies, being shot on film and projected out. So we're going to do something like that, like an evil monster film projector. So I think it's going to be fun. We're going to do it all in ink. So let me bring up a little bit of reference art here, a reference file of a projector, just so I don't go too crazy. And yeah, that looks good. Okay. You guys can't see that, but I see it. Oh, Kevin, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know what? That anglerfish. One. That's what everybody's been saying. And that, as soon as I was done drawing it, I was like, damn, this turned out awesome. So it's hard to catch lightning in a bottle twice, you know. I'm hoping I can do something like that again. So, but we'll see. All right, guys. So I'm gonna start out by just kind of roughing in the scene here. And yeah, if we can get some vampires or werewolf movies filming on the wall there, Bear, that'd be great. So we'll give it a try. But I don't know what this is going to look like yet. I don't really have it in my mind yet exactly. So at this stage of the game, I just like to kind of just circles and lines and just kind of sketch some stuff out. Hopefully it's coming up for you guys can see it. You know what? Give me 1 second. I am going to switch. I'm going to get a darker pencil so it shows up a little bit better here on the film for you guys. Oh, thank you, Bear. Yeah, that deep sea drawing. I really like it. I'm very tempted actually to just keep it myself. Let's go with a 5B because it turned out so good. But you know what, man? Don't. I appreciate you wishing you could draw like me, but draw like yourself. You know what I mean? Like, just keep practicing and keep at it and figure out your own style and stuff like that, man. That's the best thing. Oh, and I completely ruined this pencil tip. And that's just it, man. That's the biggest tip, is just keep at it, keep practicing as much as you can, and just do your own stuff, and it'll be great. That's the thing with drawing, is like, so many people think it's just a talent, like you're either born with it or you're not. And to the extent that's true, but the more you practice, the better you get, and the better everything works for you. You know, so keep at it, and you'll get there. You know. Well, thank you. No, I do appreciate it. I know what you mean. I'm just saying, like, yeah, man, keep at it, like positive, like, you know, keep at it. But yeah, I do appreciate. Thank you for saying that. It's fun. I love just drawing and doodling. It's a very calming and like happy thing to me. It makes me just feel good on the inside. I don't know why. But really, you think I should make prints of that, Kevin? I mean, I will refer to your guys' judgment, but if you think like that's good enough to do prints of, then maybe I will. Usually with the markers, I try to keep them at originals only, but maybe that one might be worth doing a print of. I don't know, but a good call. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to say that's the front of the projector, where all the light comes out of. Kind of like a flashlight. And then we're going to do the reels, and what's the setup I wanted? Yeah, there we go. So it's like boxy here. Sure, Bear, no problem, man. I'm glad you guys like that one so much. I'm very happy. I'm very pleased about that. I've been, I don't know, deep sea stuff always fascinates me. Like, I love watching, like, deep sea diving footage and stuff like that. It's as close as we're ever going to get to, like, an alien planet. Or at least as we think of, like, this in the sci-fi version of an alien planet with, like, weird creatures running around and stuff like that. You know? So I just think deep sea stuff is neat. But I was happy that the atmosphere turned out so well, you know? So we're going to add some mechanical stuff here, which is going to be good. I really want to get a reel-to-reel tape thing. Hi, Hollow Nano. How you doing, man? How are you today? Yeah, I hear you about the underwater creatures. That's, did you ever see those, oh, what the heck are they called? Theropods or something like that? They're like, they look like insects that you would find on land, but they're underwater, and they're humongous. Creepy. Ugh. That being said, I really want one as a pet. There's a guy in my neighborhood that walks cats. Yep. And I think it would be really cool if I had like a giant underwater insect creature on a leash that I could wander around. Yeah, man. Glad you could join in. Glad you could join in. And I'm betting you're probably glad school is done for the day. Isopods. Thank you, Hollow Nano. Thank you. Because that's what they are. Isopods. Thank you. Yeah, they're awesome. I really want one. I really want to walk it around the neighborhood on like a leash. And maybe I'd give it like a really blingy collar, like with it's bedazzled. You know, it's sparkly. Oh, that would be amazing. You know, my neighbors would be like, what the hell are you doing? But that's too fun. Okay. Here's like the venting system over here for this. Goes back that way. And then we're going to add in those nice reels up at the top here. It's going to be perspective down this way. Giant roly-polies, yep. And a reel back here. And just like I said before, guys, I'm just loosely just throwing it in there. Just getting the main setup kind of done with it without being too crazy or over the top or anything like that. Just getting it thrown in. Let's see my reference photo here. Just add some interesting, rather than drawing a specific projector like the i759X or something like that, just some random thing. Looks like close enough to a projector. Close enough for comfort. Let's give it some legs here at the bottom. I don't know about you guys, but I've been having a great October and great Halloween season. Even though I was sick the first week, that's okay. I mean, that's just life. It happens. But I don't know. This time of year, just I cannot be unhappy in October. You know what I mean? Because it's just so good. Oh yeah, CJ, no problem, man. Yeah, I haven't watched your last 2 or 3. I think I watched up to your sea creatures one, but I need to go in and do that. Time being, you know what it is. But yeah, good stuff, man. And you're jealous of the intro. I'm glad you like it. I was very happy with the way the intro came out. So I was worried about changing it from last year. I knew you guys liked it last year. So I'm glad it worked out as well as it did. But you know what, man, CJ, once Drawlloween is over, that means you have a whole year you can work on like editing and practicing and, you know, figuring out what you want for your intro next year. You know what I mean? Like it's a great opportunity. Like as soon as Drawlloween's over, it's a great opportunity to use the momentum to just do some awesome stuff. You know? to just use that, roll that momentum into like figuring stuff out. Maybe not art, but you know, like I said, editing and stuff like that. All right, I'm going to add in these little legs for this guy here. I'm going to put him on a stand. Of some kind, I don't know, like a little table here. And so we got our, what's the word I'm looking for? We got our composition more or less down. So now we can start working out the little individual details and make this thing freaky deaky and stuff. Considering doing 2015 and 16, are you gonna backtrack and do them retroactively? Whoa, man, that is ambitious, my friend. That's awesome, though. Go for it. All right, there we go. We got ourselves a little stand set up. So, let me sharpen this up. Hopefully that's showing up on the video good enough. Yeah, that looks better on the video rather than that 3B pencil. There's my sharpener. Alright, now we can start figuring out the little details. And I think what I want to start with, a haunted reel thing, I definitely want to do some like blood drips coming out of the front of the projector. You know, I think that'll be a cool look, like it's kind of oozing out. It reminds me a little bit of Ghostbusters 2, but you know what? Anything that reminds me of Ghostbusters 2 is a good thing. Because Ghostbusters 2 is great. Alrighty. So do you guys think, like, do you guys, now that I have finally had some time to do it, do you like the chat overlays on the video? Like, is that a good feature to have up? Because I kind of dig it. The other thing is, maybe I should get some, like, background music. All these guys that do video game streams, I'm kind of jealous because they have music always playing in the background. You guys think I should find some like music to put on? I don't know. I don't even know how I would do that. But I can figure it out. I talk a lot, or I try to at any rate, but in the couple seconds of silence, I hear this deathly, grave-like silence, and I'm like, oh God. Must fill nothingness with noise. Okay, so that's cool. Grab a drink. Halloween sound of... Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I've got... Because I'm an old coot, I've got Halloween sound effects on like cassette tape from when I was a kid. You know? A bunch of stuff like that. That might be fun to put on. The sounds of wailing shrieks and chains being rattled and creaky doors closing and all that kind of stuff. That might be fun. Okay, so blood coming out of there. We got to do some blood. I'm going to balance it by doing some blood over here on this side. Right, so blood's coming down here. Up the bottom, stuff like that. So we're going to do, this area is going to be dark, the side of the table light, and dark underneath. Just color that in. So then what I'm going to need to do when start inking is decide. They call that spot black if it's just like completely black. And when you're inking, when you only have black and white to work with, you could put in all kind of like crosshatched lines and textures and things like that. But if you make something completely black, you just color in black, it's going to be very noticeable. So I don't know if I want that to be that noticeable, because I don't want your eyes to look at the bottom of the table. I want you to look up here at this big old projector, you know? Some stuff like that. So, anywho, just thinking about art stuff. So how should we make this thing be more monstrous, you guys? Because I'm going to have blood leaking out of it, which I think is going to be cool. Maybe do like a demonic face on there or something? I don't know. Something like that might be neat. You know? Maybe like we'll make the label look like it's a mouth or something. Something like that. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. What do you guys think about that? Claws or spikes? Huh. Might be fun. Have some spikes coming out the back. I don't know. Maybe we'll do like there's a little hatch here. And inside there's like a terrified eyeball looking out. Something like that. Go. We're gonna need the tape that connects these guys. Actually, no, that's dumb. Why that wouldn't go there? The tape comes from the bottom of each reel and goes inside the projector. Down into here, and then up. The monster book from Harry Potter, Fur and Teeth. Okay. So what do you guys think? What do you think of this face that's on the side that I'm drawing right in here? Is that cool or is that... Okay. So we got spikes on it. Maybe we can put some more spikes on the projector. Like so. Slime and stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, cool, CJ, thank you. Kinda? It looks cool in your opinion, kinda. Uh-oh. That means it's not cool enough. What are we going to do to make this face better? Or should I go like full demon with the face? It does kind of look like a jack-o'-lantern. Kind of wanted it to look like it's like part of the thing. Maybe use something like better eyes like that. No worries, no worries. I'm just making sure. You know, like, it's cool a bit. I want it to be, like, awesome. You know. What do you think? Are those eyes a little bit better for you guys? The mouth, we can maybe do a little better with that. By not making it so square, I think. And the skeleton nose in there. This kind of looks like a jack-o'-lantern still, but I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing. What do you guys think? Some rivets here and there. Alrighty. And then, do we want to have... Okay. When you think of old project smoke-filled room where the back part might have cracks that the light gets... Yeah, that, you know what, Kevin? Good call. Good call. So we'll make some, like, light shining out. We'll put in a little bit of vents, like over here, that we can have light emitting from there, too. Like vents back here, we'll make a little vent box. We'll have the ooze coming out of the bottom couple vents. I think that'll look good. And then the rest of these, we'll have it projecting like light out. Kind of this way. A little more ooze right there, or blood, or whatever it is, out of those front vents, and we can make those pretty light, shining light out that way. All right, demon projector, and then for a background, I was going to keep it mostly pretty simple. Do you guys have any ideas? Like, we could do some spooky, like, how should I put it, like hanging like chains here and there, you know what I mean, stuff like that, or I don't know, or cobwebs, or what do you guys, anybody have any ideas? Make it look like it's Hellraiser's home movie projector. And I know I know there's nobody in Hellraiser named Hellraiser. It just amuses me to say it that way. You know, up there, some chains hanging. Down here at the bottom, I don't know if I need anything with all this down here. I don't know. Maybe we could do just some simple smoke effects. You know, almost like clouds kind of in there. Just to fill up some of the space, you know. All right. What do you guys think? Are we ready to start the inking process, or do you think I need some more on there, or what? You guys tell me. Because I think I'm about ready to start with the inking. I like when I'm inking to not overdraw. Oh, you know what I want? I want in here, like it's projecting out. a screaming face. Just lightly put that in there. We're good. We are ready to rock and roll. So there's somebody screaming in there. We don't need to go too crazy with it, the scream, but just enough so you know that somebody's in there. Very cool. All right, guys. So to start with, I'm actually going to remove this palette. And I'm going to pop in, this one's cleaned up, so we can actually see. Oh, and one more thing I need. These are super handy. Mine's gotten paint and stuff all over it, so it's kind of funky. But eyedroppers, you can buy like 3 for $1 at Michael's or whatever. And they're super handy when you're dealing with various inks and things like that. The Necronomicon, yep. That's what this should be. This should be Ash versus Evil Projector. Also, Evil Projector sounds like a really bad Charles Band movie. He made all those Puppet Master movies, and then like the Evil Bong and Ginger Dead Man. If you guys haven't seen Ginger Dead Man, you maybe give it a watch. I don't know. Also, there is a movie called Evil Bong, and they made a sequel where Evil Bong fights the Ginger Dead Man. So that's a thing that exists in the world that we live in. So consider that. Alright, I want to get a little brown. But yeah, I think the Necronomicon brought this sucker to life. Have you watched, Kevin, Ash versus the Evil Dead on Starz? Have you seen that yet? Because I know we used to watch Evil Dead stuff. Like the first movie, we watched at that Order the Arrow camp out. Or not camp out, but it was the school. Yeah, it could be showing Ash all his like bad childhood moments. That's awesome. And it would be like bad animatronics, but they'd be so charming, you know. Alright, let's get some of this red out. I like the Ash versus the Evil Dead. I've only seen the first season so far. But I liked it. I actually really did. It grew on me. He's at almost his most ashy. I know they say like Ash is a jerk, but I never really got that in the movies until this show, and then it's like, damn, Ash is kind of not a good person. Yeah, I know. I really want to pick it up too. It's good. I like Ash. I like the side characters. His 2 sidekicks. They're great. I'm really glad they brought they did that. Something to drink. Alright, let's get started. I think I'm going to start it off, and I'm just going for a loosey-goosey style for this, guys, because I'm not, I don't know, I don't have the time to just do, like, these super fine details, so just start with a little bit of black on the brush, and I think we'll give it a little bit of this peat brown in there. I find that the colors, like the peat brown and the reds, which I'm adding a little deep red, are not strong enough on their own. They're very opaque. So this adding a little touch of this black magic really brings it out. And I kind of like the idea of having it be like, it's not all the same color ink throughout. So I'm only making up small batches here. And then we can, when I mix up a new batch, when it runs out, it'll be slightly different, you know. I think that's cool. Anyway, that's just me. So where to start with? And I'm using my 000 brush if anybody cares about that. I guess right over here. More black it needs. It's still too thin. This might look all black to you guys watching, but there is definitely a hint of color in there. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like Ash. That's awesome. Is it out on DVD or Blu-ray yet? The second season of Ash vs. the Evil Dead. Because I might want to pick that up because that sounds terrific. I like it. Well, I'm glad that The Evil Dead is one of those things that never really stopped having a fandom. You know, because after they were done making movies and stuff, some fandoms can tend to get kind of stagnant. I'm glad Evil Dead never did. And they always made, like, games and stuff, even though they weren't that good. Kevin, did you have the... Was it you that had the Evil Dead game for the first PlayStation? Somebody I knew had the first Evil Dead game that they made on PlayStation. And it wasn't very good. I remember that. Alright, so let's see. Just kind of giving a couple little outlines here in places where it needs it. A lot of guys who do inking will jump all around the page. I'm kind of like that to an extent. But, I don't know. I don't really have a game plan. I just kind of, whatever I feel like. I can't really explain it. It comes to me that I'm like, oh, I should put a line there. Like, that's my next move. I don't know where that comes from, but somewhere, I guess. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard because it kind of sucked. Pardon me. I remember that game. There was a couple Evil Dead games. There was one where you had a sidekick who was a Deadite. And I can't remember which one that was. Really? From the first Evil Dead movie. That's cool. I'd like to get a rock from the Evil Dead cabin. I'd want to go there, though. I wouldn't trust somebody to... I wouldn't pay like $20 for a rock without knowing for sure that it's a rock from the Evil Dead cabin. Because that would be very easy to... what's the word I'm looking for? Like fake, you know? Oh, but that's cool for Bruce to sign. That's an interesting thing. I wonder if the first time he saw it, he was like, what the heck is this? Bruce Campbell is a class act, too. They need to bring him to a comic convention in Pittsburgh. That would be that would be one I definitely need to go. But I can't imagine if they brought Bruce out to Pittsburgh, the lines that he would command would be absolutely astronomical. The water, let's see here. Let's do up here. Down this way. Good. All right, now we're going to mix up some more, get some black. A little bit of this nice dark red, brown, into this vermilion. There we go. So we have a similar but different ink now to work with. Alright, we're going to do the reels, starting on them. Yeah, I'd love to meet Bruce Campbell. He would be a big draw. He was good in, I like that show Burn Notice, which was on USA. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, Burn Notice was a good show. It's about a spy, and Bruce Campbell plays like an ex-military guy who's in it for the mojitos, basically. Good character. It's good stuff. He's been in a lot of good stuff. I watched all of Briscoe County Jr. a while back. I need to get Jack of Trades on DVD or Blu-ray, if anybody remembers that show. Yeah, can you imagine if you're an actor and like people bring you up stuff like that, like, oh yeah, it's a rock from a cabin where you once shot a movie. You know, can you imagine like what you'd feel? Yeah, I don't know. I think that's cool, frankly. Did anybody do, if anybody's in the Pittsburgh area, did anybody, speaking of conventions, do that horror movie convention they had in the summer? The Steel City Horror one? I did not go, so I don't know. I don't know how it went. They had a couple big names, like, I think Freddy Krueger. I think Robert Englund was there. I cannot recall. I'm looking forward, I gotta say, to the Living Dead Fest. It's been a couple months since I've done a con. So I think it's going to be a blast. I like going to cons. I like hanging out with people. I like having a booth. So it's going to be good. Oh, how was it, man? How was it, Kevin? The JFK guy was crazy all along. I love that, his story, though. He's like, they kidnapped me. They dyed my skin. Awesome. Bubba Hotep. Bubba Hotep, is that a Don Coscarelli movie? CJ Hayrides. I looked at that one, the Bates one. That looks awesome. But unfortunately, it's kind of on the other side of the state for me to, and I'm too busy to make a trip. But it does look cool, man. But yeah, you should, go to more Halloween. Everybody should go to more Halloween stuff all the time. That's just me. I should throw a horror convention one of these days. I have no idea how to do that, but it would be fun. A horror and science fiction convention, classic style. All right, so now I got to worry about where light is coming from, and it's coming from the projector. Head of the projector. Oh, cool. Yeah, that does sound pretty good. I wonder if they're going to do it again this upcoming year. I haven't been to the Steel City Con in quite some time. Just scheduling and all that. Plus, I know they raised the prices of admission. Because I just kind of want to go and just go. Some of the autographs are so much money. Yep, surrounded by horror fans, man. That is the dream, my friend. Conventions are fun like that, too. I definitely recommend having a booth, you know, because you meet all kind of people. Like, people just come and start up a conversation about, like, whatever kind of movie, or, you know, it's great. I love that. Spirit Halloween stores. I wonder about Spirit Halloween. Like, sometimes I go in there and the people are great, and other times I go in and I can tell they don't give a crap about Halloween. They're just there because it's seasonal dollars. If I worked at Spirit Halloween, I'd be I'd be the worst employee because I'd be too into it. But that's funny. Spirit Halloween. I went in there the other day. They had a ton of Ouija board stuff, which was cool. I dig Ouija boards. Oh, nice. Nice, man. Oh, I bet Elvira was cool, Kevin. Cassandra Peterson. Good stuff. I have a couple of Elvira movies on tape and DVD, like the Elvira Mistress of the Dark. The two movies, like they're fictional narrative films she was in, and then some of her episodes of the TV show. Movie Macabre. It's awesome. She was at the one Steel City a while back. I can't remember which one. I wished I would have been able to get an autograph. I think that was like the worst show I'd ever had at that point. It was not a good weekend for me. But that's okay. I should have got an autograph when I had the chance. But c'est la vie, my friends. Life, it goes on. Oh, hi again, Bear. Glad you can make it back. Good to see you. We are inking our demonic projector here. Elvira on USA. You know what? I'm trying to remember, because I definitely remember like Rhonda Shear was on Up All Night. I think Elvira, I don't know if she was on Up All Night or if it was a different show that she hosted on USA. But yeah, I miss those type of things. Like Up All Night was good. Joe Bob Riggs' Monster Vision was, my favorite. All those kind of goofy things. I even like TBS had Dinner and a Movie, if anybody remembers that. Where they'd watch a movie and cook a dinner. The French "c'est la vie" means that's just life. That's what I thought it meant. "C'est la vie." I thought that means it's just life. I may be wrong though. If I'm wrong, please inform me, because my God, I've been saying that like a dumbass all these years. Norm Macdonald doing late night horror. Oh my god, I don't know. That would be awesome, but I have no idea if that's true or not. I don't remember that. Okay, I am right. I'm glad. Thank you. Sometimes I just open my mouth and words tumble out, and you know, if I'm doing things wrong, then I don't know about it. Yeah, creepy crushes Elvira. Yep. Yep. She's a looker and a sweetheart too. I think it seems like it. She seems like a very nice person. And yeah, if she could sign the Funko Pop, Kevin, that would be awesome. I have her in the black dress. I want to get the red dress if I can. It's not super high on my Funko list. I just bought two of them, not many, but the New York ones, so I was happy with that. The shared exclusives. Okay, let's add these in here. We can start working. 9:04 p.m. in England. Cool, man. I've always wanted to go to England. My wife has been on a few occasions, and some friends of ours have gone too. But I've never made it out there. I'd really like to go. It's kind of like one of those things where I've stocked up. There's a lot of different places within England that I'd like to go. Like Stonehenge, of course. The Tower of London. The Warhammer World would be awesome to go to. And do I take requests? Bear, I do take requests. Whether or not I get to do them is up in the air. It all just depends on the schedule. But after Drawlloween here, after the month of October, we'll be getting back into what we were doing on the stream before. Is like we'll have the all the viewers. You can submit suggestions, and I'll draw one out of a hat at random, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And we did a pop culture mashup where I drew two suggestions and mashed them up. So stuff like that. So come September, we'll be back. Or September. Come November, we'll be back to doing things like that. So yeah, definitely stick around, man. And like I said, I'm always up for suggestions. But it's whether or not I do them is up in the air. And let's see here. Yeah, Kevin, that red dress one is pricey. That's why it's kind of low on my list, you know. It's just if I ever see it in the wild randomly, I highly doubt it. But if I do, I'll snatch it up. But if not, I'm not like chomping at the bit to get it. But yeah, Bear London would be good. Like I said, I'd want to go to the Tower of London. I'd want to go everywhere, really. Doctor Who filming locations would be great. But just all over the place. I like to travel and stuff like that. It's neat. I know what you mean about when you live in a place, you kind of take all the things there for granted, you know? I love where I live, though. I'll be honest with you. Western Pennsylvania, when I was younger, I kind of hated it. Now I kind of love it. So it's good. Thank you. Yeah, that was the goal. To make it look like it's coming around real fast. So we shall keep at it and see what comes out. Let's see. Let's get these edges in. We're going to need more nicely mixed up here. It's coming along nice so far, I think. So we're working at it. So let's see what that looks like. That's darker. That's cool. I know there are guys that could have done that curve I just did there in like one shot. And they do it perfectly. I don't know how, man. I am not there. Let's try it on this back end curve, shall we? Gotta lift up the arm. Not bad. A little too thick. Thicker than I'd like, but that's okay. Yeah, Bear. I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, it might suck forever for you, but for me, it's one of those that it just kind of it grew on me. You know, I tend to I try to look at the positives, and so I kind of started to learn to love, you know, the area. But then again, I might love living anywhere. I don't know if that's... I don't know. I try to be a very positive person and just, like, enjoy the wonders of the world. I don't know. That sounds probably pretty pretentious of me, but that's how I see it, man. I just try to love it all. And Kevin, I got the First Doctor... because I love the First Doctor, actually. And I got the Stranger Things 11. I unfortunately did not have the cash. I would have got the Buffy and Faith 2-pack. And maybe that Masters of the Universe. What is he? Beast Man, right? So it would be good, but I'm if I didn't get the Doctor and if I didn't get 11, I would have been very bummed out. So I was glad to pick them up. Oh, and Gorgator, thank you, Bear. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, and Bear, I hear you on that. This is a little bit too circular. But that's okay. You know what? We're just having fun today. And the further away we get from the perspective point or the front end, it's going to kind of become more ovular. So back here, ovular. So, but I don't think it looks terrible as it is. You moved to Salem and forgot all about PA in a second. Yeah, that's true. Salem, Massachusetts. Yeah, I'd love to live there. I've been there. The Witch of Salem, the official Witch of Salem, cursed our video camera. We were filming video. This was back when I was a kid, like a teenager, filming video of our vacation, and she's like, I didn't give you permission to film me. And then our camera, like, broke right then and there. It was weird, but pretty cool. So, I still have the old cassettes. Yeah, I saw you got that Crumbopulous Michael. That's hilarious. That's awesome, man. Here I go. Killing again. Rick and Morty. Oh, man. When we were downtown in the Strip District, Saturday morning, to get, we went to this Argentinian place, which was not too bad. Gaucho. But we passed the McDonald's there, and that's where they were giving out the Szechuan sauce. And the line was, like, redonkulous. Like, it was in the parking lot, wrapped around. It was everywhere. It was completely nuts. I couldn't even believe it. Speaking of Rick and Morty. But yeah, CJ, that's kind of how I felt. I was like, damn. Like, if that's a coincidence, that's one heck of a coincidence, you know. So, cool stuff. Cool stuff. And I cannot remember her name. Lori Cabot? She was the official Witch of Salem for a while. I don't know if she still is. I hope she still is. So, cursed my camera. That's pretty cool. And I actually have that camera sitting right over there in a pile. Right that way. It's like 3 feet away. We got all the tapes from my folks so we could convert them to DVD. Because they're old, not Super 8. What the heck do you call them? It is a mini DV, I think, or DV. It's actually like a tape, but it makes a digital file. It's a weird format, but yeah, I still have all those tapes. You know what, CJ? That is highest praise available. It looks like a Goosebumps cover. Thank you, my friend. That's awesome. Now I'm paranoid because I'm worried, oh my god, is this a Goosebumps cover? And I didn't realize it, and I just kind of, it was rolling in the old subconscious, and this came out, and oh god, the paranoia now. But thank you, man, I appreciate it. And thank you, Bear Bear. The Tombsday, that turned out good. And what's your favorite monster? Geez, I don't know, man. Give me a clue. Give me a hint. Is it a movie monster? Is it like a real like folklore-y legend monster? I don't know. Give me a hint. I'll try to guess. All right. While that's doing, I want to do. So we're gonna have this here. Yay there, that there, and one underneath. So then it's going to be going that way. Let's see. Oh, thank you, CJ. Thank you. Yeah, the two monsters fighting that we did on the stream, it ended up being Michael Myers and a giant Russian cyborg bear were the two suggestions I pulled out of the hat. So it was kind of an interesting drawing of Mike stalking the cyborg bear. He's on his way home from cyborg bear school when the Shape finds him. So it was fun. But I've done a couple others for like conventions and shows. I did for my friend Mark Madsky, Mothman and Bigfoot. I did Godzilla vs. Pacific Rim. I've done a couple others. I'm trying to remember just of my own. Dracula or Frankenstein versus the Wolfman, stuff like that. Oh yeah, Bear Myers, yeah. It's really one of Michael's, that Russian cyborg bear is actually one of Michael's siblings. He's got to destroy them all. That was a wacky day. I drew those two out and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. But it was fun. Fun to just play. Yeah, I think if Michael Myers was stalking, if Laurie Strode had ended up turning into a werebear, like a werewolf, but a bear, I think he would have had more trouble in the Halloween franchise, you know? See, that's the movie. When I watched Rob Zombie's 31, I was so irritated because it's like, okay, so they kidnap people and make them compete in like a death tournament kind of thing. I'm like, wouldn't it be great if the people they kidnapped weren't just kind of rednecks or, you know, carnival workers that had no skills, but they unknowingly kidnapped like a group of off-duty like Green Berets, and then the monsters are like, oh crap, they're killing us off one by one. What are we gonna do? They've completely turned the tables on us. Like, that would make a great movie. And a Wendigo, that's a good suggestion. That would be a good one. Thank you. I really want to play, what's that game? Until Dawn, I know has Wendigos in it. And I really want to play that. I love those kind of adventure games. But yeah, Wendigo, that's old school Native American legends and stuff. It's pretty great. Do you guys ever read the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark books? If you guys have ever read those, there's a Wendigo story there that I, as a kid, I really liked. Those books creep the heck out of me. So, good times. All right, we're going to pop out our Vermilion ink again. I'm going to actually start it in a new one so it's very clean. There we go, and we're going to give it a touch of dark red, so we're going to start doing the blood here that's seeping out. Evil Within 2 comes out tomorrow. Nice! That's awesome. A little bit of this dark here, darken her up. I want to erase some of this so it's not going to smear too much. There we go. Alright, let me get the dust brush and try to dust some of this. Keeping it clean, folks. Keeping it clean. There we go. A little bit more. A little bit more dark in there. There we go. Bear Man, I hear ya. It's so, there's so much cool stuff out there. Scary stuff. You know, I gotta say, that's the thing, one of the things I love about Halloween so much, is like, I feel like I live that like every day. Like, I'm all about the scary stuff and monsters, and it's cool that like everybody else seems to be on board come Halloween time. You know? Scary movies on TV, everybody's like, yes, we're your people now. It's so good. But yeah, I love it, you guys. I love this time. It just makes me like happy in my soul. It's so good. Alright. There we go. Some of that's in there. That nice bleeding blood. You made me bleed my own blood. Thank you, Bear. Black Soul. Yeah, that's how I roll. That's how I roll. Black as Midnight Soul. It sounds like it should be a song. Somebody make that a song. I have no musical abilities whatsoever. Alright, there we go. More bleeding blood. It's good for what ails ya. Let's see here. Chat just did. Kevin, you and me both, like, represent Arbor Day. Arbor Day is my favorite day. That is third on my holidays list. Arbor Day is numero 3. So good. Let's see here. CJ, man, I hear ya. But you know what the thing is? Like I was asking Kevin earlier about that convention. That convention was in like June. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's the great thing about the internet and stuff. The people are out there. The people that are going to make you feel normal or whatever you want to feel, they are out there, man, just waiting to be found. And that's like the best thing, you know? That if you wanna live every day like it's Halloween, there are people out there that are gonna be completely on board with helping you do that. And I think that's awesome. Let's see here. Chat. Scroll. Oh, Bear Arbor Day is an American. I don't know. Is it a holiday? I think it's a holiday, but it celebrates trees, so it's good stuff. Yeah, how can you? Yeah, I agree. How can you stay indoors on Halloween? You got to get out there, man. Got to get out there. Well, you know what? I stay indoors too because I'm handing out candy. But Halloween is a good time to get out and have some fun, I think. Okay, there we go. So let me wash up here. Alright, so now I'm going to have to start worrying about where light is coming out of. So what I'm going to do is reinforce these lines here. How I want them. And then what I can do is get some of this and start adding in texture up to those lines. And then it goes down that way. And is there one here that we're going to do that comes out like that? There we go. Okay, so now I know where my light is emitting from. I can kind of put my texture in around it. Drawing on Halloween, man. Bear, I'm right there with you, my friend. That's, since last year, I will be there totally. Drawlloween, Trick or Treat is the theme for Halloween Day, so that's always a fun one. CJ. CJ, I need all the viewers I can get, so please don't get arrested on Halloween. I need you out of prison. That's funny. Alright, there we go for that. That goes for everybody on the stream. Stay out of prison. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but, you know, if somebody has to tell you, please stay out of prison, you might be doing something wrong. I don't know. I'm just joking. Just joking with you folks. I've never been to prison either. It's one of those places that I would prefer staying out of, if at all possible. Definitely might need to go. Yeah, I hear you. I would never make it in prison. I don't think anybody in prison is going to be too interested in my drawing abilities. I don't think that's going to be a draw for anybody. Alright. So then let me work on these lines here. This light should come in this way. Okay, so again, now I know where the texture is going to go. Yeah, CJ, unfortunately I hear you on that. That would be my sad existence too, my friend. So I'm staying out of jail. That's all I'm going to do. Just no jail, stay out. Stay out of prison. Alright, start adding in some texture here. Okay. Now we can start adding in this eyeball here. Kevin, yeah, you're right. I could do prison tattoos. I could draw pretty badass prison tattoos, I bet. You know, all I need is like some rusty needles and a tin can and ink from a ballpoint pen. That's true. I could be the prison tat guy. Alright, let's put in this eyeball here. There we go. Cool beans. Nightmare Nomads. You know what, man? I don't know, CJ, but when I think of like nomads, I think of like immediately comes to mind those biker nomads from the Mad Max movies. So if you want to maybe try to do something like that, I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet either. But that is always a possibility, you know. I'm trying to think what things are nomadic. I don't know. Yeah, Kevin, that would go super well in prison, man. That's what I need to do. Like that's the license to print money that I need in my life. Is just like super intelligent Dr. Monkey crime fighter to make like the big leagues. And people are like, oh man, we want it so bad. We want super Dr. Monkey or super intelligent Dr. Monkey crime fighter stuff so badly. And I'll be like, I'm the only one that can provide it for you. Let's get some little metal reflections going here. That would be great. Yeah, I just can't see the good old super intelligent Dr. Monkey crime fighter going too well in prison. You never know, though. You never know. Yeah, Kevin, that's a good one. Yeah, I agree, CJ. That is a good one. Sand people. They ride domesticated banthas. How can they be bad? What are their sticks called? Are they gaffy sticks? The sand people specialize like mace club things. They're gaffy sticks, right? Is that what they're called? Anybody? I'm pretty sure they're gaffy sticks. Bear, great idea. If you guys don't draw zombies are like so much fun to draw because you can go hog wild with them. That is a fun idea, man. Good stuff. Okay, let's see here. Filling over here. There we go. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's keep it going, guys. Keep it going. Alright, now it's starting to get to the nitty-gritty where I'm like unsure the areas to focus on next. So I think I'm going to start working on this under the table area here. Big fish in Star Wars. I'm trying to think which... When was there a fish in Star Wars? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. Are you talking about the Dianoga that's in the trash compactor? Oh, the prequels. Oh. Oh. Yeah, Bear. Thank you. I am unfamiliar with the prequels more, so... But I will take that as a compliment. Thank you. Say what you will about the prequels, but some of the art design is pretty good. Some. But I will take it as a compliment. Thank you. Yeah, so... Phantom Menace, okay. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about now. We're there in the submarine with Jar Jar. My favorite character from Star Wars, Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, good times. I had forgotten about that. No, that's good. We've talked about Star Wars many times here on the stream. I used to love Star Wars, like more than most people love their children love Star Wars. But it's kind of changed. I still love to this day the original Star Wars trilogy is some of the best, like, just stuff out there. It's so good. But the prequels and all that and everything that's surrounding the franchise, yeah. But you know what? Hey, that's still cool. And yeah, I definitely think that even in the prequel trilogy, there was some good, like, ship designs and stuff like that has been top notch. So Jar Jar Binks. I was being sarcastic. He is not my favorite character from the Star Wars trilogy. Or from... I can't say that anymore. From Star Wars. Jar Jar Binks. I was so excited to see The Phantom Menace. So excited to see it. Oh well. It's all good in the hood, guys. It's all good. Have I seen new canon about the... And it's cut off from there. Kevin, you're keeping me in suspense, buddy. I have no idea. Yeah, CJ, it does look okay. I don't know. I think this, for me, the Star Wars ship has just sailed, and for everybody that's into it, I'm like, man, good for you guys. That's awesome. But I think for me, it's hard to get that love back. You know, once it like leaves that like unyielding love, it's hard to get it back. But I hope it's good. I hope the new Star Wars is good. I don't ever want bad for Star Wars or the people that love Star Wars, you know. Oh wait, hold on. Bleeding the Crystal, cool. And those are kyber crystals, I assume. I don't... See, that's weird to me, though. Why would you need to do that? Like, when I... and that's just one of my issues with Star Wars. Like, when I'm watching it, I'm never like, well, how come Darth Vader has a red lightsaber? I figured it was just he, like, made a lightsaber that was red. You know, he put, like, the red gel filter at the end of the saber, you know? This is kind of odd to me that he'd need to corrupt the crystal. Like, it's a weapon, you know? Like a gun is just a gun. It's the person that wields it that does, like, the damage. You know what I mean? It's not like somebody has to infuse their gun with evil before they can use it to shoot somebody. But, you know, hey, I am not going to try to ruin Star Wars for anybody else. They explain why there aren't kyber crystals or sabers from the Jedi. Like floating around. Huh. Oh, cool. That's interesting. The Death Star is powered by kyber crystals. So does that mean when they blew up Alderaan, they basically shot a whole, like, crap ton of green lightsabers at it? Huh. Interesting. Fire! Fire the Death Star laser. I love in Jedi when the Emperor is talking to Luke and he's just a complete, like, ass. He's like, your friends are walking into a trap. It's like, dude, tone it down a notch there. I think Darth Vader gave him a look like, all right there, Emperor, tone it down. Alderaan was blown up by a whole bunch of lightsabers. Huh. Poor Alderaan. Werewolf collection? Oh, skeleton, ghost, and werewolf collection. Yeah, that would be awesome. Those are lots of fun because you can do, like, you can just go completely bananas drawing them. You know? Like, ghosts can look like anything. I think this year for St. Patrick's Day, I am going to do a picture of a banshee. Would be a lot of fun. I think that would be cool. Whenever St. Pat's Day is this year, I might want to do that might be a fun live stream to do a banshee drawing. That would be awesome. CJ, yep, I know I'm arrogant. I do apologize, but that's the way it was made, my friend. I'm like Tom Cruise in Top Gun. Super arrogant, and I like to play shirtless male volleyball. So that's just the way I roll. Oh, man. Huh. So Vader takes an Obi-Wan crystal and bleeds it. Interesting. And yeah, werewolves are a ton of fun, man. Bear werewolves are awesome. To avoid. Okay, there we go. Now I can start working on the underside of that table. I'm going to need some more here. What are you guys thinking? How's this sucker coming along? Oh, no, no problem, CJ. No worries. I don't mind. You guys can call me anything you want, just not late for dinner. Oh, I kill myself. What can I say? Okay. This is going to be tricky with these blood drips here. No worries. Wolf Vader. Vader Wolf. That's a cool one. Do you guys know what Darth Vader's weakness is? If Luke and Han had known this, they would have totally been able to exploit him. Darth Vader has one super weakness. Consult all the books and movies and you'll find it. Okay, let's get a little more going here. Lightning, kryptonite. Nope, you're both wrong. I'll give you a hint. There is an abundance of it on Tatooine. I know, Bear, but you know what? That would not be the dumbest thing in Star Wars if Darth Vader was susceptible to a substance that only exists in DC Comics. That would not be the stupidest thing Star Wars has ever pulled. That would be like, man, that would be like having Chewbacca's family show up in a musical interlude and only speak Wookieese to each other for 20 minutes with no subtitles. That would be nuts. So the kryptonite thing is not that bad, not that far off. Sand, yep, sand it is. You guys got it. Darth Vader hates sand. It's coarse and it gets in everything and he hates it. So if Darth Vader ever comes and wants to kill you, just chuck a bucket of sand at him. He hates that stuff. And it'll gum up all his gears. Terrible. Yeah, could you imagine if that's how Jedi ended? With the Emperor being like, fight Darth Vader, Luke. And Luke just chucks a handful of sand at him. And Vader goes, no! What a great ending. It's like George Lucas knew this whole time. Yet, if that happened, just mess that up. If that happened, I would believe that he had the prequel trilogies planned out. Lumpy and Mala. Oh, God. The Chewbacca thing, but in My Little Pony. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I don't know. I haven't watched enough My Little Pony to know. Oh, he moves slower in snow, cold, and interesting. Alright, so now I can put in some lines here. I'm just going to do kind of just rough wood. And near the top, of course, it's darker. No. What I meant, CJ, was if that was the end of Jedi, and then everybody's like, what the hell just happened? Why did Luke throw sand at Vader, and why did it affect him so much? and then he defeats him, and then in the prequel trilogy, you're like, holy crap. He had it planned out this whole time. Vader's weakness. Sand. Bear. I don't need to imagine it. If you've ever seen the Star Wars Holiday Special, that's pretty much it. It's untranslated Wookiee for 20 minutes. Ugh, good stuff. Although I will say this, I like the Star Wars Holiday Special better than the Star Wars prequel trilogy, so make of that what you would. Okay, there we go. Yeah, apparently in Jedi, Wookiees were supposed to be, like the Ewoks were supposed to be Wookiees. But they made them Ewoks instead because the finale was supposed to take place on Kashyyyk. But they decided that the Ewoks were cuter and would sell more toys. Yeah, Jefferson Starship. Always good. B. Arthur. She had that sad song about the Mos Eisley Cantina closing. Really brings a tear to your eye, you know. It really makes you think. Okay, what's everybody's favorite scene from all of Star Wars? Like in all the Star Wars movies, what do you guys like the most? Honestly, my favorite part of the entire Star Wars is the Jabba's palace scenes. I love that. It's the most pulpy sci-fi part of it. That really appeals to me, and I love all the different monster and creature designs there. It's kind of like the Mos Eisley Cantina a little bit, which is a great from the first movie. That is just awesome. So yeah, the Jabba's palace stuff is some of my favorites. Let's see here. Fair enough, CJ, about Luke becoming Darth Vader. That would have been a bleak ending. That's like the kind of ending that they would make in a movie today. That's super bleak. And Kevin, I don't know. I always thought it was because of selling toys and stuff like that. But I may be mistaken. That's just what I had thought. So if I'm mistaken on that, I apologize. Imagine if everyone in the world spoke a language from Star Wars. Yeah. That would be great. I would speak, let's see. What would I speak? Maybe, beep boops like R2-D2 would be fun. And the Rancor from Jabba's Palace, yep. That's always good. Yeah, the Jabba's Palace parts are my favorites. What language would I speak if I spoke Star Wars-ese? Okay, in Mos Eisley, when they go into the cantina, there's that alien with kind of a... he wears goggles, and he's got an elephant trunk nose, and he speaks to a little box, and he's like... it's not even a language. He's just making gurgling noises. I'd speak that language entirely. And then my stream would get real fun for you guys. I'd just be here I'm losing my damn mind. I must be. That would be a good stream. Yeah, Kevin, that is another great part. It's very epic. And you know what I love too is that at the end of that, when he goes full fury on Vader, It's not like in the prequels when like Qui-Gon Jinn dies and Obi-Wan's like very refined. He just like gives him a beat down. Like Luke just starts wailing on Vader. Like it's unrefined and just like, you know, he drops all pretense of like being a good swordsman and just goes nuts. I love it. All right, guys, I'm going to take a minute and erase some of these lines. Not all of them, but just so we can, so it's not muddying up the drawing, you know. You can see what we got here. Because there's a lot of places where there's a ton of ink, or a ton of pencil, and I don't want the ink to get too trapped. Okay, so where's my brush? Let's take a look. I agree with you on that, Kevin. I think it's a great scene. And drunk Star Wars characters, I think that the secret is that R2-D2 was drunk the entire way through the films. Like, they don't tell you that. He's a functioning alcoholic, you know, R2. But yeah, that's the big secret. He was drunk all through the movies, man. It's incredible that little droid was able to stay on his feet for so damn long. All things considered. You like the new trailer? I was kind of meh on it. Like, it just, something about it just didn't quite do it for me. I don't think it looks bad or anything, but I actually think that the first trailer they came out with was a lot better. The first trailer they came out with actually hyped me more than this last trailer. And I'm not entirely sure why that is. What about this new trailer didn't do it for me as much as the previous one? Drunk Yoda on YouTube. I wonder if when Yoda gets drunk, he rearranges his words in a drunken slur so that they're normal. Like they're straightforward. Like, face the dark side you will becomes you will face the dark side. And Luke's just like, Yoda, are you okay there? Master Yoda, are you doing okay? You all right there, buddy? All right, I am. Leave me alone, you will. Okay, get these little, not quite vents, but just little molded lines in. There we go. Yoda calls his ex-girlfriend Kimberly. I want... That's hilarious. I really like to think that whatever species Yoda is, and I'm sure you guys will tell me what it is, because I'm sure that information's out there. Like, Yoda is an aberrant name. Like, everybody has normal names like Frank and Dave and Kimberly and Susan, but just Yoda's parents are those weird people that are, like, name their kid Moonbeam now. You know? We're going to name our son... Yoda, we shall name our son. And the doctor's like, sure about that, you are? Yoda's grandparents are like, named our grandson what you did? Love you. That's hilarious. Kevin, that's great. I'm going to have to look that up. Drunk Yoda. Drunk, I'm not. That's so stupid. I love it. Okay. Alrighty, so let's get into a couple of these lines here. Just like so. That's really funny. Vader calls his ex-girlfriend dead. Yeah. And he goes, no. Oh, Vader. So has anybody watched the new Star Trek show? Speaking of things with star and that are cool. I am excited that Star Trek is back on TV. As Star Trek is my jam. I am glad that Star Trek has come back. I feel like it's kind of looking a lot like J.J. Abrams' Star Trek, though, which isn't bad, but I would have loved to see another like next-gen type show. At the upcoming Steel City Con, Data and Riker are going to be there, so that's awesome. Okay. Let me get... Scar needs to teach Vader how to kill a family member. Scar did it good, I will say that. Scar really knew what he was doing. And I haven't seen the Orville, Kevin. Is it good? Is it good then, you said? I would not mind checking that out either. Alright, let's get these lines in here. There we go. Alright, that's good. Everyone having Yoda grammar would be, I think that everybody would just get used to it very quickly. You know what I mean? I don't think it would be that big thing. Humans are a very adaptable race. It would take everybody like a day. Alright, there we go. A little bit of texture here. There we go. Areas that are just like pure white tend to stick out, just like areas of pure dark. So adding just even a little bit of this wood grain texture is going to break up that monotony. There we go. Sigourney Weaver and what's-his-face about them in there. Oh, that's Galaxy Quest. That's a good one, man. Thank you, Bear Bear. Can we call him Frederick? Sure. Yeah, that's a good name. I was personally thinking Maurice, but if you guys are feeling Frederick, go with Frederick. Alright, there we go. Add in a little texture. That helps that out. There we go. Alright, I think that area is pretty good. I'm trying to think what I want to work on next on this. Let's see. Keep that little bit of texture up here. That a little dark right back in there. Okay. Next step, erase more lines. Then we're going to work on the background and get that done. Oh, good, Bear Bear. I'm glad to hear it. Some of that erased here. Look at this reel to reel here. We'll fix that up here in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to dust brush, of course. Frederick Reese, okay. Why not? Alright, I'm going to take a lot of water, and I'm using the squirrel hairbrush. Squeeze it out. Squeezing the squirrel hair. Okay. And I like some of this peat brown. The dark red, I'd like a good bit of that. And this I'm actually going to have to make up a decent little pot of, or a decent little bit of. And then I don't want it to be too, just a little bit, I don't want it to be too wet. And let me just, got to make sure there's no little things rolling around there. And I need a Kleenex here to sop up some of this water. And it looks like, unfortunately, that's not... I need to erase more. That's too thin, the hell am I talking about? The pencil lines are going to show through it. Which isn't the end of the world, but I'd like to cut down on that as best I can. So we're going to go on a crazy old erasing streak. Since I'm going to be putting lines on top of that, but this edge I definitely want to be removed. That's more of a guide for me rather than anything I want to actually show. So there we go. This is a little bit like working with watercolors, this thinned out ink. So it's good. It looks like, unfortunately, some of the ink in the palette has dried previously. And so it leaves little, like, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, little, like, chunks of dried ink that get on the brush, which isn't good, but it's okay. Alright. So, Kevin, you were talking earlier about, like, a smoky room, so that's kind of what we're putting in down here at the bottom. It's kind of like a light, smoky background. A little more. There we go. Finish that up and watch out for the blood. There we go. Okay, cool. So that's a good start. That needs to dry up for a minute. Yeah, CJ, thank you for stopping by, man. Have a good rest of your day, whatever you're up to. Enjoy, and have fun, man. And we'll see you on the next one. Looking forward to it. Yeah, we're going over today. Sorry about that, guys. Bear, that's awesome. I hope it... What kind of plush is it? I hope it's like a cool thing. I hope it's awesome. Anything with the name Colin should be awesome. That's my theory. Yeah, Kevin, I agree with you. The dust particles and stuff, yeah, it's like all smoky and projectory. Add a little more red in and a little more brown. And thin it down even more to do this background, to do this next layer then. Just like that. There we go. 80s montage music? I say we need a montage. Or any of the Rocky ones, like pumping it up. Or what's the one from the Karate Kid? History repeats itself, try and you'll succeed. What's that? You're the best around. Yes. I got it. I know what I'm talking about. Don't worry. I know what I'm talking about. The best around? Yeah, that's my music for this. You're the best around. Okay, a bear wearing a Chewbacca t-shirt and shorts. Cool, because it's summertime, man, and he's got to stay breezy. I like it, Bear. That's awesome. A giant plush bear wearing a Chewbacca shirt named Colin. I like it. The one from Rocky. What's everybody's favorite Rocky training montage? Because I think mine's in 3 with Eye of the Tiger. Where he trains with Apollo. They like run on the beach and man hug. That's my favorite. Oh, the song from Rad. Oh, yeah. That's the next stream, Kevin. I'm doing a giant bowl of Kix cereal with a bike going into it. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'll do that on a live stream one of these days. Okay, let's get that. You guys have no idea how flippin', how much eraser-like dust is on my desk from just this month alone doing all this Drawlloween stuff. It is insane. More brown. We can do back here. A little bit of everything, you can have it all, or something like that. Thank you, Bear. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. If I could play some sexy sax for you right now, my friend, I would, but unfortunately, I have no way of doing that. But I appreciate the subscription, my man. It's good stuff. Really? Not cool with Rocky? Kevin, you're not cool with Rocky? I like Rocky. It's kind of another one of those things that you just kind of have to shut off the parts of your brain that analyze things that I sometimes can turn off, but sometimes not. And just accept that he just is. I don't know. But I can definitely understand that concern. That he goes, like, his intelligence seems to be completely up in the air. It's whatever the filmmakers need at the time. I can say that I liked Creed. The one where he trains Apollo's, like, long-lost son. I thought that was pretty good. Rocky Balboa, the one before that, was also pretty good. So, I have no real problems with Rocky movies. Something about getting, like, pumped up watching them, you know? Bear, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Tell me about it. I don't think I deserve subs, but I'd love more subs. So, if you want to spread the word, man, that's cool. I am all about getting new subscribers and stuff like that. So, but I do really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. It would be nice to have like 10,000 subs and just kind of. That'd be great. The only concern I have then is doing the live streams. It would be very hard to talk to everybody at once, and I would try, man, because that's how I roll. I like to talk to. If you guys are taking the time to watch me, just kind of randomly draw stuff and chat about whatever pops into my brain or Star Wars. That's amazing. So thank you guys very much. I am very grateful for that you would want to take your time to spend it hanging out with me, watching me draw something and rant and rave. So, but we'll get there. One of these days, Bear, we'll get to 100,000, 2 million, whatever it is, subs. We'll get there one of these days. All right, we're getting that in. Yeah, I like the Chasing the Chicken, the Rocky 2 callback. I liked Creed. I thought it was pretty good for what it was. Alright, let's see how this is looking on the live. That's cool. It's kind of nice actually sitting here with the, like when I'm shooting videos or doing live stream like this, because I can very quickly glance at the screen and it shows me like what the picture looks like from far back. That's very useful. You guys have no idea. They say when like painting, you got to step away. You can get so focused on the details, you know. So this is a cool way to do that. So let's see here. Bring the chat back up. Bear, I agree completely. I'd love to have the subscribers because I just like sharing my art, but yeah, I agree with you on that, man. That could be hard to keep up with the people that, you know, you want to keep up with. Okay, let's add in some of this stuff. And as you can see as I'm doing it, some of the areas where the water has pooled, it kind of hits that and makes these like splotches. I'm leaving them, as Bob Ross calls them, happy accidents. I think they look fine enough for me. Or they look good enough for me, so, you know, it adds some interest to the piece, so that's cool for me. And thank you, Bear. I appreciate it, man. I really do, you know. I'm glad you like the art. This is turning out better than I thought, so. And we're on the home stretch, guys. I can definitely feel it. We are getting there. See, a little more water here. Yeah, this is a fun one. This is one I didn't know what I would be doing today necessarily. Or I had a vague idea, but I had no idea what it would turn out looking like. So, and that's always kind of the fun too. When I started, I had no idea where we'd be going with this thing, you know. No idea. Alright, so let us wash out the brush. We'll dabble do me. That one there is a little troublesome. But what I want to do is more erasing in there. That's going to need to dry up for a second. Okay, so tomorrow, Bear, I won't be streaming. I only stream on Thursdays. But I will be making a video for my channel, and tomorrow's video is Friday the 13th, I believe. So if you like Jason, then tomorrow's gonna be your episode. So it's gonna be a good one. All right, while that's doing its drying magic, I'm gonna get some of this red and some of this black, make up a real nice red-black mixture. And I'm going to kind of outline the blood on the back. Yeah, if you like Jason, tomorrow's going to be a good one for you, because it's Jason-centric. Because tomorrow is Friday the 13th. It's awesome that Friday the 13th occur up to three times a year. We always get at least one, so even if it's not October, it's like a little horror movie holiday every Friday the 13th. I love that. Okay, there we go. Just on the back side of the blood drip, so we know, can kind of differentiate just a little more what's a blood drip and what's not. Especially when it gets into the that cloudy background. The red kind of disappears into it a little bit, and I don't like that as much. There we go. Cool. Kevin, yeah, it's going to be, my schedule is tight, I'll tell you that. As this weekend I'm out, and next weekend is the Living Dead Fest. But, yeah, we should, man. Horror movies are good. I am down for horror movies. But, yeah, I will let you know, man. Like I said, it's just tight schedule-wise for me for this month, unfortunately. But I am always down for watching horror movies. This Halloween, I might watch The Stuff. Do you remember that one, Kevin? Did I ever show you The Stuff? Can't get enough of The Stuff. Because that is a good one. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, it's got that nice brown in there. Good, 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 good. A little bit of all you got. Pinhead, yeah. They started doing movies without Doug Bradley, though, so that's kind of a little off for me. Because he was Pinhead for all the movies, so doing it without him seems a little odd. The new guy wasn't bad, though. They just don't make good stories for Pinhead. Some of the comics have been great. The Hellraiser comics have been awesome, though. Yeah. Yep, Kevin, you remember it. That old hillbilly's like, "What is this? I'm going to shove it in my mouth." Is there shaving cream coming out of the ground? That looks like something I should put inside of my mouth. But the stuff is a good one. It's a classic campy horror movie. Yeah, Hellraiser Bear. I have the DVD Anchor Bay put out a while back, a couple of years, like the ultra special super duper limited edition, and it's great. It's got good special features, really good transfer. It looks great on TV. It is a good one. There we go. And that needs erased. There. Alright, sorry all the erasing, guys. Man, there's just so much pencil lines here. Gotta get rid of them. Ah, oh, come on. Erase, damn you, erase. Can't get enough of the stuff. Kevin, actually, it's on my Netflix queue. Apparently, it didn't come out on Netflix until the 11th. So it's the top. So yesterday. So it's the top movie on my queue. So once it comes in, I probably won't have time to watch it if it comes in today, because I'm out this weekend. But hopefully by the next Thursday stream, I will have watched it. So I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I've heard mixed things, but you said it was good, so I'll give it a whirl. Like, what's the worst that can happen? It's just, you know what I mean? So we shall see how it turns out. I'm hoping it's better than I think it's going to be. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So the light's coming up that way. Like that. Yeah, my Netflix queue has been Babylon 5 has been what I'm watching, so that's super dorky. Oh, I really want to see Blade Runner, man. How was it? I really, really want to go see Blade Runner. Color me bad. Color me jealous. Yeah, the first Jaws is great. The second one's okay. But yeah, you're right. That's another series, Bear, with diminishing returns. Like, it gets a little funky as it goes on. Goes here, so it start to get funky there. We're gonna say I like the Jaws one. I don't like it, but The Jaws one that always makes me laugh is the one where the shark literally follows the family. Like, they fly to the Caribbean and he follows them somehow. Sharks are known for their heightened senses of revenge. Go. All right, let's see here. We got to do this stuff now. These lights back here. Yeah, I really do want to go see Blade Runner. It looks awesome. Fix that, and then we can start. We're going to use a bigger brush. Yeah, I heard Jared Leto was only in it for like less than the Joker and Suicide Squad amounts of time. And Jared Leto is just creepy and unnecessary, like in life in general. He always plays those like creepo roles like that. But if you're good at something, you know. I agree with you, Bear, on that. Like, he's a good, I think he could be a great actor, but he needs to find something that works for him, you know. Oh, and that went right into my ink. Good deal. Okay, so let's get a little black here and finish off these spikes. There we go. No doubt, no doubt. That's the whole point. Is that the replicants like are being treated like garbage, right? And it's bad news for everybody, and I don't know. I can't wait to see it. I'm really looking forward to checking it out. Okay, here's where things are going to get interesting. Let's get some of this stuff erased if we can. I'm going to take a nice chunk of black here, red, brown. You know what? You know what, Bear? You know what? He probably could play a good Leatherface, I would say. Because he can do that manic nuts creepiness thing, I think, pretty good. So that might actually work. Really, Kevin, the worst Joker ever? I'm very surprised. I actually kind of liked him in Suicide Squad as the Joker. You know? But yeah, that Rastafarian Joker from the cartoon, yeah, that's probably pretty worse. That to me is worse. You know? Alright, so we've got to do chains. Yeah, I'm surprised to say that he's the worst in your opinion. But yeah, Suicide Squad, I kind of liked it, but it's not good at all. I am hoping that the Justice League movie is awesome because Wonder Woman was flippin' amazing. So Wonder Woman's the reason I give DC Comics any kind, like the movies, I mean, any stock. Like, I'm only excited for Justice League because Wonder Woman's in it and she's, like, flippin' incredible. The DC Rebirth Wonder Woman comics have been really good, too. I would definitely recommend the DC Rebirth Wonder Woman. Heath Ledger's your favorite? Yeah, you know what? I'm assuming a lot of people are going to say that, Bear, like that Heath Ledger is their favorite Joker. I thought he was pretty good. And Dr. Poison is you. Dr. Poison is me. I don't want to be Dr. Poison. She made poison. I just want to make beautiful art of monster projectors for people. Yeah, Suicide Squad was one of those movies that I went into it, everybody was saying just how it's awful. And so I just was like, yeah, this is going to suck. And I ended up actually kind of liking it because of that. Like, it was better than I thought it was going to be, and I just had fun with a movie that's kind of crappy. But Wonder Woman was great. I hope Justice League is good. I actually need to get to the comic shop maybe today and pick up my pull list. Kevin, straight up, I am agreeing with you on that completely. That, I can 100% get behind you on that. The Mark Hamill Joker is the flippin' Joker. Alright, let's get these chains in. And I'm just going for an impression of the chains. They're not an important element here. I don't feel the need to make them like perfect or anything like that. Just get them thrown in. They're part of the background. Quick and easy. And move on with my life. Yeah, Bear, I hear you. When I think of the Joker, I go to movies. But Kevin, good call on the Mark Hamill Joker. He's great. But what do you mean here? Oh, Captain Boomerang. Yeah, he was nothing in the movie. Yep. And Croc, too. Same here. Well, they focus too much on Will Smith and Harley Quinn. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's cool and all. Those guys are cool and all. But you have so many more characters. If you're going to do an ensemble like team movie, do an ensemble team movie. You know what I mean? Like that first Avengers movie, they did it perfectly. Why couldn't you guys have done that for Suicide Squad? Why did you have to spend so much time with Will Smith other than he's Will Smith, you know? And yeah, Bear, the Joker in the Arkham games is great. But again, he's Mark Hamill. How can you go wrong with that? Okay, we got some nice yellow, guys. We're going to put in a little bit of yellow here. I'm going to get the tiniest dab of black to mix in there because it's going to really tone that yellow down. Oh, and damn it, I should have erased first. I hear you on that, but you know what? It's one of those things, Kevin, where it's like, oh, you know, Harley is popular. We're going to completely, like, just throw her in every single damn thing. That's what they do. You take something popular and you, like, drive it into the ground. Look at Star Wars. Oh. But no, in all seriousness, you're absolutely right. She's a great side character, but she shouldn't be kicking butt. Like, Harley should not be on a team because of her, like, fighting prowess. That's dumb as hell. I think it's just one of those things where they take a popular, like, they're like, oh yeah, she's popular. Throw her in whatever. And I can understand that DC put her in the Suicide Squad comics because they wanted to do something more with her that's not just the Joker. And she's a good character in her own right. But yeah, the whole lead role thing with her. And Margot Robbie did a great job, I will say. But something about it just doesn't quite work. Alright, so I'm drawing that, like, screaming face in here. For that, we just have to be just light, just the impression. Just like that. Like it's projecting a screaming face on TV is what I want to go for. Now once that dries up, we're going to do a little more with that. I'm going to add in some of these lights. Well, let's see here. DC is very much struggling. I really don't think the Justice League movie is going to be very good, frankly. I hate to say that. But just based on how it looks and DC's track record, I don't know why they're having such trouble with this. I think they're just trying to jump the gun like too damn much, you know? They're like, we need to be where Marvel is now immediately. And Marvel got there by basically having great characters and great movies first. And DC is trying to skip that step in the production line. Go straight to great movies. It's like it doesn't work that way, you guys. Build up your movie. You make great solo movies first. Build that up. You know? Oh, well, thanks, Bear Bear. I appreciate it. I am glad to have you, that's for sure. We are actually almost done here, guys. Doing some interesting stuff, so... Yeah, Marvel is doing, like, absolutely great with it. Marvel's killing it, frankly. Their past movies I have flippin' loved. Pretty much all of them. Civil War, Ant-Man. I have not seen Spider-Man yet, which I understand is mostly a Marvel movie. But when it comes out here, when I have time to see it, I'd like to. fill in that gap. Squeezes out so we can sop some of this water up. That may be a little too dark, I don't know. It happens. What did I say earlier? C'est la vie. Just gotta move on, you know. Alright, cool. Now I want to do just a little bit of in here. Oop, get my hand in the ink. Kevin, you're excited about the Rob Zombie looking Aquaman? You know what? That's cool. I could get behind that, actually. I'm excited about Wonder Woman, but yeah, Aquaman looks cool. He looks like a homeless weightlifter. There we go. That is cool. Just a couple of speed lines this way for funsies, so it's not all yellow. Yeah, Aquaman looks good. Cyborg, the actor looks like he can pull it off, but the design of Cyborg looks terrible. All right, cool. Yeah, Flash. I don't know. I'm so used to the TV Flash, and he's so good. I don't know. I think time will tell, but I think Cyborg might be the weak link, unfortunately, for this movie. Oh, that was still completely wet. Great. Good. Great. Grand. Wonderful. But time will tell. Either way, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be cool to check out. But, alright guys. So, and Spider-Man, I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I have not yet. Alright guys, I think that is about it for today. We've gone way over, but this turned out pretty cool. I hope you guys liked the art, and I really had a good conversation too, chatting with y'all, so it was fun. But what do you guys think? Any last thoughts or questions or anything like that before I gotta pull the plug? Give you guys a couple minutes. Like I said, in case there's anything else any of y'all want to say. But I do hope the Justice League movie is good. I hope it's good, and I hope it does good for I hope DC makes a good movie that is good for them. All right. Okay, you love the art. Thank you, Bear. Much appreciated, man. Thanks for stopping by and for the subscription, too. I appreciate it. I may monkey with this a little bit more later before I scan it, but for now, I'm going to sign it up. Colin 17, baby, because that's the year we're in. Bear, I'd like to. You know, one of these days, maybe. Like I said, it all depends on the schedule. So maybe one of these days, you know. And it all starts with a single one. So if I do a werewolf or a ghost or whatever it is one of these days, then yeah, hopefully we can go from there and start it off. But yeah, thank you for the suggestions, and I appreciate it, man. All right. That turned out thumbs up, you guys. So we're good. And yeah, I agree, Bear Bear. That's why I love these streams, to interact with you guys and just kind of have fun doing it and enjoy, you know. So I had a blast today personally, so it was all good for me. It was all good for me. But alright guys, it's almost 6 o'clock. I am way over, so I have got to dash. So until next time, guys, next Thursday at 3, and next Thursday's theme is Nightmare Nomad. So I don't know what we're going to do there, but it's going to be pretty interesting. Yep, my pleasure, Bear Bear. Alright guys, that is it. I'm going to pull a plug now, so we'll see you on the next one, and feel free to like, you know, join me on Facebook, Colin Richards Art. Look it up on Facebook. There should be a link there in Twitch or wherever. So feel free to drop me a line or whatever. We'll chat. So, all right. Until then, we'll see you guys. Bye.